Oh, hi.
Hello.
It's just me and Jenny and
A portrait of Sam.
Portrait of our cat, who you can hear scratching the carpet right now.
Sam, don't scratch the carpet.
Sam, you want to be a part of the video? You can. Here, come here. Okay, there we are. Will you hit the little photo button? Great, so that was a good start. Seamless, I think. We're here very late. We're a little behind on our Q&A video schedule, so I just want to apologize for that.
Sorry about it.
We've been going through some life stuff. We've been going through some family stuff. We'll talk about it a little bit more when the first episode comes out. But it has made the last month or so a little unpredictable for us. But we're here. We are here. And we have just a few questions. So we're going to do this Q&A video. And then you can leave your questions in the comments of it, because we're going to do another one. Sam!
I got a question.
We're going to do another Q&A video pretty soon after this one, because we realized we actually didn't have that many questions.
Yeah. So we'll just blaze through this.
We'll just jump right on in. And then again, leave your questions in a comment on this video post. Please. And we'll get back at you so much quicker than we did last time. Okay?
Jenny, did you become a baseball fan between the last
It's not one of the questions. Did you?
Q&A video and now? Yes!
So you were not a baseball fan?
Well, I was like it was like fun. I wasn't not a baseball fan.
But how
Rude!
Embarrassing.
Turn your ringer off.
I did now.
Silence your phone.
Okay.
I went to a Dodgers game, and now I love baseball. I was transformed.
I heard that your life goal is to be on the Kiss Cam.
Well, there I was with Chris Farron, and he tweeted that I was like asking incessantly about the Kiss Cam, which I was not. That was a lie. But then the second he tweeted it, they started doing the Kiss Cam, and then I was like, this is so great. It would be so amazing if Chris and I got to kiss on the Kiss Cam. And then our friend...
How would you kiss Chris on the Kiss Cam?
We actually talked about it.
Okay, great. I'm glad I asked.
This is Chris.
Okay. Wait, what? This is Chris's face?
Here we go. This is Chris.
That's Chris.
This is Chris.
Okay.
So
That's his mouth. This is his mouth.
Yeah, so our first idea was...
Just like that.
1,
Staring,
2, 3.
just holding your lips against each other. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, but an Italian ending.
And then, yeah, of course. And then he suggested that we do it with our eyes. Why?
Oh, I agree with Chris. I agree.
And then I said maybe I could just grab his face like I'm gonna kiss him, and then turn his head to the side and just lick him.
Oh, don't do that. No. The looking.
But then, yeah, I think they would, because I think you're on a slight delay on the Kiss Cam, but I think they would. They wouldn't put it up.
Okay, so I vote for Eyes Wide Open.
Cool.
I actually think it would be funnier to do it eyes wide open and just pull away. No mwah at the end. Just back away.
Just like two weird robots.
Yes.
Working it
So
out.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll try to get footage of that if it does actually occur.
Anyway, a real question
Please.
from Angela is, have you considered reproducing the extra special green mug to sell through Hello Merch? Because I know at least one girl who would buy 1 or 10. I don't know how to do that. How do you do that?
You get a green mug.
Okay, you get a green mug.
I mean, find somebody who can make or sell wholesale mugs that look like those, and then print our logo on them.
But wouldn't our logo would muck it up?
But then how would...
Maybe the logo could go underneath.
Oh, on the bottom? Oh, or on the inside if you're looking down.
On the inside, yeah! We're great at marketing. We're like, don't put anything about our podcast on it.
No.
Okay. And then Angela continues, also, thank you for making me proud to be a strong woman, and listening to you guys makes me realize how strong I am. I've heard on other mailbag episodes where you discuss how much out of your week that you both take to make the podcast, and I have so much appreciation for your time and efforts. I honestly don't know what I'll do when you finish Buffy. Don't worry, it'll be like 40 years. Ahem. Please start Angel. Ahem. Obviously, we've not done a mailbag, or not done a video in a while because, Angela, you probably know this by now. What's happening to our lighting?
Our lighting was great.
Okay.
What are you...
It just got weird.
Be cool.
Angela, and anyone else who may have missed this, although I'm sure you all know, Brittany, Ashley, and Laura Zach are starting an Angel podcast called Angel on Top. It's going to alternate every other week with buffering. Buffering starts on May 23rd. That's exciting. And if you think that Jenny and I are going to keep our fingers out of the pot that is Angel, you're wrong. So we'll definitely...
Phrasing!
Yeah.
Blah.
We will definitely have a lot to say over there about many of the characters. So
yes.
you should stay tuned
yes.
to that. And if you want to
Please.
follow, obviously we'll be telling you all this stuff, but Angel on Top is also on Twitter and on Instagram. They are Angel on Top Cast.
So good.
Follow those guys. Okay. Cricket. I loved hearing
Your
it.
name is Cricket!
I know another cricket, actually. I know 2 crickets now. I loved hearing Andrew T on the Zeppo. Do you have any plans to be guests on Yo, Is This Racist, or any other podcasts, and or bring other podcast hosts over to play? First of all, Andrew T rules.
The best. The greatest of all time.
Anytime Andrew wants to have us on Yo, Is This Racist, we're obviously there. But we have done some podcasts.
We have indeed.
Jenny, what podcast have you done recently?
Well, recently I was on QueryCast, and I was also on Matt Myra's TV show, Sidekick.
Which is also available as a podcast.
Is also available as a podcast. Sure, yes.
Very, very recently, I went on a podcast called Han and Matt Know It All, which is an advice podcast. So I gave a lot of advice that is almost all related, I think all related to being LGBTQ. And I'm also hopefully very soon going to be on a podcast called The Babysitters Club Podcast, where I'm going to read a Babysitters Club book and discuss all of my feelings, so stay tuned for that. Stuff you probably already know about, we were on a podcast called Scare Review, where we talked about Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yes.
Maybe my favorite podcast that I've ever been on, including my
Wow.
own. Listen, I love talking about Freddy Krueger.
How dare you?
And we were also on an episode of Reality Bites.
With a Y.
Yes, BYTES, like a demon on the internet kind of bites.
Right.
Also,
wait, there was something, what was it? It
I don't know.
flew from my mind. I'm so sorry. I was just so scared the subject would get changed and I wouldn't say the thing.
You can always go back to it, Jenny.
Okay.
I'm here for you.
Thank you.
And also, there it is.
I remember.
There it is.
So the other night we were hanging out with a bunch of podcasters and we were chatting with Joseph Fink, who organized the Hang and created Welcome to Night Vale.
Yeah,
and
no big deal.
Also Alice Isn't Dead, and also I only listen to Mountain Goats, and it just makes so many great things that I love so much. And there he was, just chatting us up, and he was like, I just finished writing season 3, the final season of Alice Isn't Dead.
To which-
and I was like, shut up! Basically, he tried to tell me, I don't know how detailed he was going to get, but I narrowly
we'll never
saved
know, 'cause
myself.
Jenny literally ran. She never
I
said
was
goodbye
like,
to
shut
Joseph.
the fuck
Yeah.
up! Because I was so scared I was going to get spoiled, because I love Alice Isn't Dead.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Apparently not.
And yes, we plan to have other special guests on this season, of course. Joseph hopefully being one of them.
Oh my god, let it be so.
Let it be so.
Let it happen.
So hopefully we'll have, some repeats. Of course, you're going to hear from
Your
Joanna
faves.
Robinson. I really hope that we get to have Rishi back because I love talking to Rishi.
Oh my God.
I also love talking to Ira. So those are some repeats, but we'll also have some newbies. We love talking to other people.
Oh my god.
Almost as much as we like talking to each other.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, then Sunny. Would you consider doing a special podcast on the original Buffy movie? Yes. I would
Hell
consider it.
yes.
Would you consider it?
Already considering.
We've wanted to do it for a long time, and I think we're almost halfway through this series. We really got to pick up our game. So yes, it's on our radar. That's on our radar. I would like to also do a special episode at some point on the pilot, the unaired pilot, of the show.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Can you hear that scratching? That's Sam. She's just scratching a wall somewhere.
What a freak.
She's like, nobody's paying attention to me. So yes, we would consider that, Sunny. And then a question for you, Jenny.
Oh.
Also, Jenny, you mentioned Kate Bush twice in the last Q&A video. I love her. I'm currently obsessed with Wuthering Heights, the song, and both music videos. Would you consider covering this song?
Here are the, great question. Always happy to talk about Kate Bush any old time. Wuthering Heights is Sorry. Chill. Beautiful song. However, it would not be my like go-to Kate Bush song to cover. Songs that I would go to cover of Kate Bush's include but are not limited to There Goes a Tenor, Suspended in Gaffa, Deeper Understanding, Hounds of Love.
Is it a woman's whatever is Kate Bush, right?
This Woman's Work.
Yeah. Listen.
This Woman's Work.
I will tell you something. There's no spoilers here, I don't think. Let's just say there's a television show that just used that song in a placement that I don't think could be placed in a more gutting place. Ever.
Running Up That Hill. What are you talking about? I'm not going to off air. Okay.
Off air. Great.
But also so stoked that you're listening to Kate Bush and watching her music videos, which are bonkers.
Yeah, they're pretty great. Jenny introduced me to Kate Bush, and I'm very thankful for that.
You're welcome.
Okay, then last question in this episode. Hannah, this is a serious question, but I think it's a pretty interesting one.
Wow, I didn't know this question. Okay.
You weren't prepared?
No.
Great. Well, we'll see what Jenny has to say. Personal question. Sorry, Jenny. How did you deal with having to keep your relationship a secret for so long? Especially living together and both being active on social media. When I've had to pretend to just be a friend at my girlfriend's family events, I always end up feeling so sad and angry at the world because it has to be like that for some of us. So I was just wondering how you guys dealt with it for so long. Do you know how long we dealt with it? 2009 is when we got together, and
2013.
Oh my God, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's so long.
So like end of 2009, so like 10, 11, 12,
so like
half
3
of 13,
years.
3.5.
Wow. I was gonna say like, well, it wasn't really that long.
It was pretty long.
It was. We weren't doing projects together, really.
Yeah, I did a little bit of like stuff with the IG.
Right, and I guess, yeah, I don't know. It sucked. It sucked. I remember the moments that sucked the most for me were going to your shows or going to other shows with you where I couldn't like hold Jenny's hand or like do anything like that.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. But I'll continue. I think that for me, a big part of managing it was understanding where Jenny was at, you know? Like, there was a lot to unpack. And like, I think that only began to become, I think you only really started to unpack it when we got together.
You're a very understanding person.
I try.
And you're a great facilitator for personal growth of others.
And, you know, when we got together, I was just beginning my work helping young queer people.
Queer youth.
Queer youth. No, but I was just starting that work, and I think that like not only did, and I'm really speaking for you, so I'm gonna stop it after I finish this phrase, but like I think that not only did our conversations help you, but I also think that seeing the work and seeing the young people really helped you get your feet under you, and I had space for that. It was hard, you're right, it sucks, but I wasn't angry. I was angry with the world for making it the way that it had been made, but I was never angry with Jenny, and I felt like if I'm going to put the world here and Jenny here, like Jenny definitely is my priority. You know what I mean?
You like me better than you like the world?
Yeah, that's not saying much, dear, but yes.
Yeah, I guess it's not great out there.
But yeah, what about you? I monopolized that. So far, it's so good.
I think I was the person who was saying like, yo, I need to like not shut up, leave me alone. You know what I mean? Like,
right,
it was so it felt less like if our positions had been reversed and you were like, this has to be a secret, and I was like, fuck you. You know, like, it would have been more, I think, painful and difficult. Although it had its own, like, it took its own kind of toll on me. It's not like I was unaffected.
Yeah.
But I didn't really know how affected I was until after we exited that phase of our relationship.
Yeah, you really have to take it, like, there are certain people who wouldn't have been able to hold that for you, and that's okay. Like, that's okay too, you know, it just happened to be that for Jenny and I was able to hold it, and you were able to journey, and then we were able to, like, get to this awesome place where we're super public, and we've been super public for a while, and, like, that, is great for a lot of reasons, but really the biggest one is just that we don't have to hide anything, you know? No, don't be sorry. So tell her not to be sorry. You don't have to be, and you know, your girlfriend, right? It's your girlfriend? I don't know if it's you or your girlfriend, but I don't think that there's any reason to be sorry. It's like we can only journey as quickly as we can journey. And if you're doing the work and you're facing things and you're not ready yet, you're not ready yet. I have never been a person to pressure somebody else to come out. I don't think that it's healthy. I think you have to do it when you're ready. So you shouldn't be sorry, Jenny. You should be proud. Because you journeyed.
I did. Thank you for your help facilitating my journey.
So, those are all the questions that we had.
Should we ask each other questions to just like fill out a little more time?
Do you have a question?
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
How are your eyes so beautiful?
What is your favorite color?
Blue. Also.
Great. This has been great. I think this new chapter was wonderful.
I feel like if you had rolled with it, we could have really like...
How are my eyes so beautiful? Well, they're blue. They're my favorite color and yours, so that probably helps me.
We're unlocking the mysteries of... This is a mystery and I'm unlocking it.
Great. Who's your favorite baseball team?
Well, it's complicated. I live in LA now, and I've been to a Dodgers game, so I feel I feel a lot for the Dodgers. I also feel connected to the New York Metropolitans, because...
Metropolitans.
That's right.
Jenny, you don't have to feel conflicted about the Dodgers because they originated in Brooklyn.
Great.
Who's the baseball fan here? You know
No,
what I
I know that they originated in Brooklyn, Jack. Okay. So, but then, right. There's something about the Mets. I went to a game of theirs, or multiple games when I was a kid.
Me too.
And
I
you
wonder
know how
if we were
like
at any of the same games together.
we might have been. Did you ever go and get a free wallet? A free Mets wallet?
No, but I remember
I
the
used
Velcro.
a Mets wallet,
The
yeah,
Velcro? Yeah, I
forever.
remember them.
But also I have something for the Cubs because
Oh boy.
my grandmother
Jenny's like,
in Florida.
I love every team.
My grandmother, who lives in Florida, we would go stay with her for a month every summer, and my grandfather too. And she watched like every Cubs game, so I like had them like tucked in my heart. And then like the year that the Cubs went to the World Series,
Just a couple of years ago.
they like I was in Chicago when they won like the qualifying game, and like I could hear like screaming and fireworks from my Airbnb, and it was just like very magical, and it like made me like feel connected to my grandmother. It was a whole
Okay,
thing.
you're right.
The way that I like to participate in like watching sports is like
Nostalgia.
whoever is losing, I'm like, oh come on,
Yeah.
yes. And then as soon as they start winning, I start rooting for the other team.
You like the underdog. That's not an uncommon way to be in sports.
It's nice.
I like the underdog too. That's why I have a huge soft spot in my heart for the Buffalo Bills. You know, because they never win. Sorry, Buffalo, but I love them.
What if this is their year?
Maybe it is. Maybe I'm predicting it right here.
Yeah.
Also, but screw fucking football politics.
Wait, who's your favorite baseball team?
I don't really have. Probably if I had to. I don't really have one. I guess I would go with the Mets. I mean, I grew up on Long Island. I went to Shea Stadium all the time.
Yeah.
Darryl Strawberry.
Wow, remember Darryl Strawberry?
Yes, 1986 was a great year for baseball. I don't even know why. I just feel like it was a good year for them. I had Mets folders, you know. I didn't even care about, like, I didn't watch the games. It was just like pop culture at that point. I mean,
Right.
still at this point. Anyway, we're gonna wrap this up.
Should we? Or should we just keep hanging?
Jenny's like,
I'm
literally.
having a great time.
No, we have to save some for next time.
I'm desperately like looking around for things that I can involve.
This is what going to like a dinner party with Jenny is like for me, where I'm like, okay, no, I'm ready to go now. And she's like, anyway, searching for things in the house to talk about so she doesn't have to stop hanging out. In case you wanted to know what it's like to hang out.
I
with
love
us.
hanging out. I love hanging out.
So help us hang out with you more. Leave us questions in the comments, and we'll be back much sooner. And we do apologize for the delays as of late. We're still working through some stuff, but we are doing our best, and we'll be back at you with more very soon. Thank you for your support, and we'll talk to you all on May 23rd when we come back with The Freshmen.
Wow.
Bye.